Hi guys, this is Lawrence from Real Tech Reviews. Today we're going to get rid of this AOTO A6PF Android head unit. And as you can see here, I'll just push it a bit further. We got a new head unit. This one is the Eonon UA12s Plus that has 64 gigabytes of ROM and 6 gigabytes of RAM. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 processor in it. So let's excuse the video format. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So as soon as I get this box open, I'll be right back. So here we go. Right, this is the Eonon UA12s Plus, and with it we got a free backup camera, which I'm not going to use. So let's open this baby and see what it looks like. This is a 10-inch screen. It's a bit overkill for my car, but you know, my eyes are getting bad. So we've got the booklets here. We've got all the wiring, which I don't need because I pretty much think they're the same as the AOTO, so it's not going to be any difference there. I just hope that the remote control that I bought, that one there for the AOTO, the Bluetooth remote control, which fits there, I just hope that that works. But as you can see, it's in there. It's quite a big screen. So excuse me for a second. I'm just going to whip it out. Right, so inside the box, you'll get the unit itself, a bag full of wires, which at the moment I'm not going to use. They're all Chinese head units anyway, AOTO, Eonon. I think it's iDoing as well. They're all the same looms, which is, let's open this one and see what's in here. I don't know what all this stuff is. I think I know what they are. Okay, so you got the you got the GSM antennas, the GPS antennas, which I've already got installed, and the USB for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and other stuff inside here. There's a microphone, which already installed. I'm not going to use the GSM, although this does accept sorry about that, this does accept a 4G data card. I'm not going to use it. So basically all I really need is the head unit, and here it is. Let's get rid of that. Okay, sorry about that. And alright, there it is. So that's got an HDMI out, GPS there, all the looms, the power loom is there, everything else is there, and in the front is where your SD card will go, right there. And that's the screen itself. Sorry about that. Which will sort of go like that on top of that. That will fit in there. Okay, so that unscrews. That goes on top here, and then you can move it, pushing that, pulling that out. You can move it up or down, and it rotates sort of in, I don't know how it does it. It goes up and down and left and right. For some reason it doesn't do it now, but I'm guessing once I put the thing on, the screen on, it will do it. So that's it. And this is the screen itself. Here it is. Okay, that's a 10-inch screen, 64 gigabytes of ROM, 6 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 665 processor, running Android 13 with wireless Android Auto and wireless CarPlay, wired and wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. Anyway, so give me a second and I'll be right back once I've installed it. So here it is. I finally managed to put it in. I've got it facing me, but you can basically move it any way you want. Over here, like that, over there, put it straight, down, up, and then it's got two levers at the back that you can put it up and down. You can bring it up and down, so higher or lower. All in all, what I did was I finally took out all the old wires from the Eonon and put the new wires that they sent me. And just so you know, I managed to put the remote control as well. It does work. I've set up the way I wanted to. I put in a Nova launcher, so far so good. Yeah, it works fine. There you go. I've got it connected to my mobile hotspot. And I'm happy with it. I also installed the backup camera, but it's not very much angle wise. I think it said 140 degrees where my old one was 170 degrees angle, so I could see a whole lot more. But I guess I'll get used to it or get another camera. What else? Everything works fine. I ended up putting head unit reloaded for my Android Auto. Now here are the things, I'm going to tell you the things. The sound is, I'm extremely happy with the sound. My setup, the way I have it, perfectly fine for me. Remote control works. I was worried about that, but I finally got it to work. The backup camera I got to work. The company were pretty good because I was having some problems in the beginning. Like the YouTube app would crash, or I did have YouTube Music before, but I've uninstalled it now. But when I had YouTube Music on here as well, when you'd open it up and put it in full screen, it wouldn't go back down to a small screen again. You couldn't take it off full screen anymore. So you had to, and the same thing with the YouTube application as well. Now it seems to be working, but before, when it would crash like all the time. And I'll guarantee you later on that it will, once I stop in my car all the time, because I'm a driver, so I start and I stop, so it takes time, and I think it just messes up with the system, I reckon. Excuse me. But when it does and YouTube crashes, I have to go in here and stop these applications, To be honest, I want to get rid of that Z-Link. I don't think it's any good. And Z-Link is what they use. What's used? Where is it? Is it here? No, it's there. It's what. See that Android Auto and CarPlay, which is wherever it is. There it is. That it uses an application called Z-Link to open up wireless Android Auto or CarPlay. But the problem with that, and my problem with that, is that I can't have my hotspot on. So when you've got wireless Android Auto or wireless Android Auto or CarPlay, you can't have your head unit connected to your hotspot. It just immediately cuts it out, and it creates its own hotspot so it can start up Android Auto and wireless Android Auto and CarPlay. So what I've done is, the good thing about this is you can go into your settings, go to car, and you can disable Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is what I've done. So let's just go through, well, which is exactly what I've done. So then now I've got head unit reloaded, so I can get my Android Auto wirelessly while still being connected to my hotspot on my phone. Another thing I like about this head unit is the radio. Sorry. I like that it's got the RDS and it says the names of the stations. My A-Toto didn't have that before. That's a mute. Okay. What else? Now with the company, when all this problems were having, I've got to give it to them. They were quite good with their service for the most part, except for the fact that while I was trying to figure out what the hell's going on with my head unit, because it kept on crashing, they kept on asking me to send video after video after video after video after video of things crashing. I had to reset the whole thing like 3 times, still make videos. They ended up sending an update to take care of the YouTube situation. It still does it occasionally, the YouTube crashing, but not as much now, which is, I'm fine with that at the moment. So yeah, so if you get it, beware, your YouTube application might crash. You might have problems with your particular head unit. What else can I say? So let's go through all the settings. You've got your network settings here, so you can have airplane mode, internet to connect to your hotspot, blah blah blah. This takes a 3G 4G SIM card as well, so you can have your own its own SIM card, so you don't use a hotspot off your phone. But I don't see the importance of that there. I don't see the use of that, to be honest. Airplane mode, hotspot and tethering. The hotspot and tethering is what the wireless Android Auto uses when you connect to the head unit's wireless Android Auto. I won't, because the video will cut out. I won't do it. And it looks nice. It doesn't have I don't think it has a problem. Connected devices basically shows you all the devices that are connected. This is Bluetooth. No idea what that is anyway. That's for Android Auto. You can switch it on and off. You got your LED settings for here. Your steering wheel keys, which now work with my remote control. Amplifier. I was getting into this before. I managed to get it the way I want it to, so I'm not going to touch it. I wish there was a lock setting, but there isn't. But there's not really much you can do other than that. So either make sure you've got an external amplifier to get the sound the way you want it, or you're going to have to be happy with this. Navigation, I guess this is for your GPS, this navigation stuff. Voice assistant I've set up, you know what that is, that's the Google's thing. Driving settings, you can choose whether you want to watch the video or not while you're driving, blah 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 blah. You know, don't do it if you can't pay attention to the road. If you just want to turn it on when you're parked, fair enough. Extra settings, this I don't get. This shuts down when you switch off your engine. It says auto sleep, so it goes automatically. I don't know what that's another thing with this. The manual didn't really explain much about this part of it. Brightness mode, you can put it in light, you can put it in dark, you can leave it on auto, so it goes dark at night and bright in the daytime. This is when you put playing music. When you it plays music automatically when you put a USB or SD card inside. Reverse mirroring. I don't see the purpose of that. Yeah, I honestly don't see the purpose of that. It reverses for me, it doesn't work. Maybe someone else likes it. Reversing volume is how low it puts the music while you're reversing. The ruler, they're all the same. They're all the same. There's like nothing different there. They just go a bit higher. Like there's the first one, the second one goes a bit higher, and the third one, and that goes even higher, right? So I'll just keep it on the second one. This displays the battery voltage up the top. Can you see that? If you can see that. I'll switch off now and switch it back on. I like to have it on. It's just my OCD. Factory settings. Oh, extra settings. Did we do that? Yeah. And factory settings is to go to factory reset, but it doesn't work. I've tried the 000 to factory reset to bring it back to factory settings, or the 1 2 3 4. It doesn't work, so that's just a useless what do you call it? So, and here's a useless category in the menu. Here are your apps, your storage, notifications, storage, sound and vibration. So you can have the keytones, the volumes. Why? I don't know. There's already a volume, so you got a do not disturb shortcut to preventing ringing, default alarm sound, always show icon when in vibrate mode. Okay, whatever. Display, never, I don't really mess with that. I just put down the settings for the display size and the font size, and that's it. Yeah, you can make it bigger if you want. Yeah, see? So now it gets bigger, which, not really fussed. I like it smaller. I like it to look like a tab. Okay, brightness level. Yeah, night display. This is how low the display goes when you switch on the lights at night. And touch assistive, which is this. I do like this one. It helps me when I'm driving. There's that button there. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. And that comes up. Yeah, and I like that. Helps me when I'm driving. And that's it. We done wallpaper to change your wallpaper. Security, privacy, location, Passwords, accounts, Google, screenshot settings. Why? Passwords and accounts and Google should be one and the same. Privacy should be in the settings, in the system settings. You know, all of this, like half the stuff are just like, you know, you could put them in under other categories. System. These are for your updates, to check your updates. And about machine basically tells you all what it's about. Other than that, it's quite nifty. It's quite fast, as you can see. Most Android, you can go into the about machine or about thing and sort of do that, and developer mode comes up, so you can turn off all the animations, but it doesn't do that here. I ended up putting Nova Launcher so I can you know, because their themes were quite clunky and boring, to be honest, and I just want to make it the way I like it. What else? Other than that, I am actually quite happy. Their service is a bit they do answer their emails, but you know, they just keep on asking for too much of the same thing. Compared to the Atoto, and I'm talking the Atoto A6 PF edition, I think it is better in some aspects, but in other aspects, like software wise, Atoto and sound wise, the options to change the sound, there's a lot more on the Atoto, a whole lot more. But then again, we're dealing with Chinese manufacturers, so you get what you're given. It's a cheap price. So I've got a 10-inch screen now, and yeah, I'm happy with it. Let me see if the video won't mess up. I'll turn on Android Reloaded. Hey, there you go. So that's head unit reloaded. I'm gonna make another video. See, that's head unit reloaded. So I'm gonna make another video on how to install this on your head unit. So then you've got your recent applications here. You can just get rid of them like that. It opens up different, every time you go into a setting, it opens up different instances of the setting. It just doesn't make sense. I think it's not that optimized. But other than that, yeah, I'm actually a bit, I'm getting used to it now. It's a nice screen. I like the fact that this goes up and down and tilts the way you want it. I do like that. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. Yeah, I think I like it. Keep tuned. Stay tuned. My next video is going to be how to install head unit reloaded on your tab, your phone, or your Android head unit, so you can have wireless Android. This is a second method. I'd already done another video, and now I've figured out a way to do it without using the Wi-Fi launcher, and it works flawlessly now. So if you want to see that video, like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see the video, and comment down below where you're from and where you're commenting from, and what head unit do you have. I absolutely love these Android head units. I wouldn't change them for a thing. I can watch my videos while I'm driving, not watch them actually, but listen to them and don't watch. I am a careful driver, at least I think I am. And yeah, comment down below, let us know what head unit you got, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. This is Lawrence from Cyprus Real Tech Reviews. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.